Good afternoon and Jai Hind everyone. Today we are going to discuss with the merits and demerits of government company. Departmental undertaking, statutory corporation I have completed. Today I will discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of the government company. The first point is given that a government company can be established by fulfilling the requirements of Indian Companies Act. A separate act is in the parliament is not required. So it means that government companies established under the Companies Act and the separate act in the parliament is not required for its establishment. So the heading of this point will be easy formation, and there is no need for separate legislation of the parliament for its formation. It can be established by fulfilling the requirement of Indian Companies Act only. Second advantage, it has a separate legal entity apart from the government. So as I have already told you that in a company there is a separate legal entity, in the same way in the government company also there is a advantage that there is a separate legal entity. Now the third point, it enjoys autonomy in all management decisions and takes actions according to the business. Means the heading of this point, second point heading will be separate legal entity, and the third point heading will be operational autonomy, means operational freedom. So in government company enjoys the autonomy freedom in all the management decision and takes actions according to business requirement, and it is free from bureaucratic control and the political interference of the government also. So that is why it is one of the advantage of government company, that is it is enjoys the freedom in all the management decisions and takes the action according to the business. So operational freedom is there. Fourth advantage, these companies, by providing goods and services at a reasonable price, are able to control the market and curb unhealthy business practices. So, heading of this last point will be prevent unhealthy business practices. Prevent unhealthy business practices is the heading of last fourth point. These companies, means government companies, provide good quality products at reasonable price, means at affordable price, and helps to control the market and reduce the unhealthy business practices. Unhealthy business practices means unfair business practices, like business practices, they sometimes cheat the customers, they provide the commodity at a very high prices and inferior quality of goods they are providing. So such kind of unhealthy and unfair business practices are curbed or reduced with the help of government company. Now the demerits of government company. First, despite the autonomy given to these companies, means freedom given to these company, these have certain limitations also. First, since the government is the only shareholder in some of the companies, the provision of the Companies Act does not have much relevance, means much importance. The heading of this point will be freedom only in name. Only in name. So as government is the majority shareholder in the government company, the majority shareholder, that is 51% shareholding, is in the hand of the government. So it exercises control over all the affairs of the company. Who? Government. Government exercise control over the affairs of the company, and provisions, means the rules of the Companies Act does not have very much importance in that condition, because government is exercising control, since a 50 majority of the share is in the hands of the government. That is why Companies Act or the provisions of the Companies Act does not have much importance. So freedom, you can say, it is just only of name. Second limitation, it evades constitutional responsibility which a company financed by the government should have. It is not answerable directly to the parliament. What does mean? The heading of this point will be lack of accountability. As it is financed by the government, so it should be accountable to the government also. However, it is not answerable directly to the parliament due to ineffective government control. Now the third limitation is the government being the sole shareholder and the management and administration reside in the hands of the government. So the main purpose of the government company registered like other company is defeated. What does this mean? First of all, the heading of this heading is defeat of main purpose. Defeat of main purpose. So the big, being a major shareholder, government is the major shareholding in the government company. So the government control the whole management and administration of the company. So it defeats the, you can say it kills the main purpose of registering under the Companies Act. So registration of government company under the Companies Act, the purpose of that registration is defeated here. Why? Because government is having a major shareholder, so government control all the management and the administration of the company. So registration under the Companies Act, it is not very much relevant there, and the main purpose of registration is totally defeated, totally you can say it is reduced. So the last heading of the third point limitation, I again repeat, defeat of main purpose. So today I have explained the merits and demerits of government company. Next class we will start changing role of public sector. Changing role of public sector is the last topic of this chapter that I will discuss. Otherwise, all other topics in this chapter, global enterprise, features of global enterprise, joint venture, public-private partnership, all these topics were deleted as per the new syllabus. So we are not going to discuss that one. Only this last topic, that is changing role of public sector, I will discuss. I hope today's merits and limitations are clear to everyone. With the heading, write all the merits and demerits in your fair copy. It is very much essential. They are very few. Only 3 limitations are there and 4 merits are there. So daily you complete your work in your fair copy. It will not be pending on your head. So you people are also relaxed and your copy will be completed on time. This is all for today. Thank you everyone and Jai Hind. Take care. In next class we will meet with a new topic. Till then you keep learning, and if you want to ask anything you can contact on my personal window. Thank you everyone and Jai Hind.